Hey guys, Rexisol here, and welcome to Update Monday on the 1st of June 2026. It's a Monday, that's right. I'm going to be doing these on Mondays regardless of how late it is. Because I want to. It is actually going to get in way with D&D, so it might not actually be every Monday. Today was an unusual day though, in that today was the first day of my new employment. Started my new job today. My new role, I should say. It is still in the same business. I am currently, I've moved away from being an actual caseworker and am now a manager. I manage a team of 10 individuals, and today was my first day. I have very little management experience, but I think it's actually more akin to D&D DMing than one would think. But yeah, so today was a very busy day, just getting to grips with everything that I'm going to be needing to get grips with. Meeting half of my team. Tomorrow meet almost the rest of them. And what's like all business expectations and all that stuff. So it was good. It was good. It was good. It was a good change of space, good change of pace as well, and just in general, something very needed, I think, to be honest. I've been doing my previous role for 2 years straight. I had a break before that where I went up to the higher tier of casework, and I really didn't like that. So yeah, there we go. It's a new challenge. It is only temporary. It is only for the next 3 months, minimum. It could be extended. I am currently waiting to hear back from a different job application that I put through, which would be one that I would take over management. Not because I prefer it over management. I've not done management. I don't know. This first day that I've done of being a manager was great. I know that I've not come across any of the big challenges that most managers have faced, because I've just started. But this other role is a caseworker role in a different department within the building, within the business, which I would prefer because I know that business unit has a lot more room for like escalation, whatever the word is, like progression. There we go. Whereas this one is very it's very stuck in what I'm doing. Management is literally the only way to progress, and this is again just a temporary role, which is good. It gives me good business experience, which I could then use further on. Anyway, that's that. That's all I've got to say about that. So it's been a busy day. It's also just been a busy week since last week. It was a very short week for me in work because it was a bank holiday on the Monday, and then I had 2 days in work finishing off my casework and trying to get everything sorted for today, because I was off on Thursday and Friday because I went to Scotland to meet with my in-laws. We did Edinburgh and saw a bunch of stuff, ate some food. It was a lot of walking, and honestly it was very mid, mostly because of where I am mentally. I've really not had a great time. How do I put this? I've been non-stop for 6 months, and it's in a weird situation where being at work relaxes me. I know it's fucking weird, but because I've not really relaxed, I've not really had time for myself. And even I took a whole week off for my birthday, but I filled that with doing things with people, which I don't regret. But mentally, it's been draining, and I've not had a time to recuperate from that. So whilst being with people is a thing that I actively enjoy, it takes energy, and that energy has not been replenished in a very long time. So it felt more like I was doing those energetic meetings and just time without having recharge, and I was just pulling at reserves that I've just had. And so being at work has, for whatever reason, been a way to recharge that. And today was a weird one because it's a completely new role which required a lot of energy, but I felt like it was easy. It felt like the energy that I was spending doing these new things, speaking to people, just learning new things, is like it revitalized something. I don't know. It's a weird one. I need to sleep is the issue as well. I just need to have a full on like 2 weeks of sleeping, of like going to bed early and getting up later, and just do that for 2 weeks straight without interruption. Whereas, like, to go to Scotland, we had to get up at 3 a.m. In Scotland, there wasn't really a time frame of when we need to go to bed or wake up, but it was, a different location, so you can't, like, whatever. I know I'm not explaining it really well, but I'm sure you understand what I'm trying to say. Beyond that, you can see maybe in the corner, I've just noticed it, it's like right there. There's a little Warhammer box right there. Oh, there we go. Wow, inverted camera is hard. There's actually 2 of them. I may have done a boo-boo and got a friend into Warhammer, specifically Warhammer 40,000. And as part of that, so he's never played before, and he just has always wanted to, and he was like, around my birthday we were discussing that, and I was like, you know what, dude, if we want, we can just play some Combat Patrol, which is the very low, it's like a rules light version of Warhammer 40,000, where basically they just give you, so in a box like that, literally one of those boxes, is a Combat Patrol, which is just all the units you need to play. And so we played Tyranids versus, so my models that I've already got, played the Tyranids versus Space Marine one, played 2 games because they're quite short because of the rules lightness of it, and he absolutely loved it from what I understand. Just had an absolutely great time. And then was like, I would really love to play Necrons. So I was like, yeah, that's not a problem. I've actually got some old Necron models that I've been trying to get rid of for a while, so if you want them, just take them. And so he was very happy with that, and then got the Combat Patrol box for it, which arrived like last week or whatever. And then on Wednesday we're going to be building that up with him, because that is the thing that he is the most apprehensive about, because he's not got very good hand-eye coordination. He's quite shaky for medical reasons and other stuff. So he's like, ugh. But he did try to paint some of the models that I gave him. He like primed them and then he painted them, and actually they look really good. They look very, very decent. I think he's maybe being way too harsh on himself and was very, very scared. And I think that's completely normal. I know Richard, for example, when he first started doing Warhammer Old World, I think there was that element of, I'm a new player and this is overwhelming. There's so much going on, and putting paint, like your brush to your first ever model, is like a really big step that I think is, it's not, you're not overthinking. There is an element of overthinking it, but it is a big step. You've got to be conscious of that. But there's also that element of, as soon as you get that through that step, you then just keep going, and you just get better and better as you go. And honestly, for a first attempt with his Necrons, my friend did really, really good. And so to join him on this journey, I was like, I really like to, like, because I don't want to play the same 3 armies every time, because I would be playing Tyranids, Space Marines, and Custodes. And the Custodes is a really asshole Combat Patrol to fight with. So I was like, I want to try something else. I want to try something new. And I've been eyeing up the Sisters of Battle for a very long time. I just really like strong women. So I got myself 2 boxes. I got myself the Combat Patrol and the new Armageddon box as well, which I think will be the new Combat Patrol going forward. So, yeah, apparently this year I was like, I don't need to start a new army, but apparently other Paul, that really, really tired, really wants to spend some money to make himself feel better kind of Paul, bought some Sisters of the Battle. So I'm really looking forward to getting those put together. I do have some female models, because I've got some Sisters of Silence for the Custodes. Inquisitor Draxus is also a Custodes. She's an inquisitorial model, but I have her for my Custodes. And compared to the big beefy man, the more delicate but beefy woman is a really cool model kind to build. And I've got a few Chaos Warriors that are female as well that I really enjoyed painting. I just really like the diversity. And I feel really fortunate that we've got to a stage within the hobby where there is female representation in our models, because it's just, not only is it really cool to see, but also they give a very different look, and it's a different way to paint them. And yeah, and then I've got my Sanguinia model, which is my 3D printed Sanguinius. That is a female, and she looks amazing. Like, I really, really like what I've done with her in terms of the paint scheme and how she looks, and she really stands out amongst all of my Blood Angels without feeling out of place. And I'm looking forward to doing my Sisters of Battle and trying out something new. I'm going to try and do black for them, black armor, to see how it goes, because I don't think that will look bad. But anyway, that's me completely rambling, going into a 40k and Warhammer issue. The new edition of Warhammer 40,000 is coming out. I think that's also another reason why I wanted to start a new army for that. I don't have room for it, but fuck it. In 2 weekends' time, I have my Warhammer, the Horus Heresy event. I need to paint my tanks. That's the last thing I need to do, because everything else is fine. If my tanks they're not painted. I would be kicked out if I bought I've got 2 rhinos that I need to finish off, and my Kratos needs to be finished, because it is currently not. But other than that, I've painted all the annoying... Oh, it's not annoying. The tanks are annoying. All of my men are painted, and that's the important one, because that's the one that would take... It's not the most amount of time. I have a feeling that the Kratos is going to take an amount of time. It's not going to be well painted. I had a moment where I was, like 2 weeks ago, I was like, should I spray this white? But there's so much of the tank. It's just going to look... Basically, it's just going to be a tank that looks but will be painted, compared to a tank that has been has been sprayed white and needs a full paint. At this point, it is red. I just need to paint a lot of the little, like, extra bits. Like, I need to paint the tracks silver. I need to paint the black accents on weaponry and parts of the tank. I need to paint the bronze and the golds. But the actual core of the model is painted, so that's good. Anyway, I said sorry for rambling and then decided to ramble some more about Warhammer. I am not doing D&D today. I did not have the energy. Coming home tomorrow, it was a long day. We travelled basically all day yesterday. And I just didn't have the energy as well, knowing that I started my role today to do D&D. So, not done any D&D. Yesterday we were away for D&D. So, no D&D that happened. This week coming, there won't be any D&D again, because my in-laws will be back from Scotland. So, they've stayed up in Scotland to do a walking tour for a few days. They're coming back on Friday. Or they're coming down here on Friday. So, and then Sunday, Hannah and her dad are doing a half marathon, Swansea half marathon. So that's what we'll be doing, which means we won't be doing D&D, because we'll be doing the half marathon. And then on Monday, my in-laws will still be here, and we'll probably be doing something in the evening, so they won't be D&D either. But then they're leaving on this Wednesday, and then Wednesday we're doing in-person D&D. And then we should be back on the D&D train on the Monday as well, because Sunday there won't be D&D, because I've got my event. I'm really looking forward to the 15th of June. I think that's the right date. Yeah. 15th of June. Where I can go back to a lovely routine. Where, yes, I will have Warhammer and D&D, but it will be consistent. I won't be doing any other things. We'll not be travelling, and if we do, it'll be the odd day here and there, because I'm shattered. I'm so tired. I watched I think I watched Cucumber stream twice. Maybe it was just the once. That was good fun. I've enjoyed watching those streams. I'm happy that they're back. I'm looking forward to streaming properly. At this point, I can't guarantee when that will be, but I did do a stream again last week on a Sunday. Hopefully I can get a stream in this week, maybe on the Thursday. Just get another reading stream in. I doubt I'll be getting any other days, because my in-laws will be here. So no, it'll be Thursday. I think I'm gonna commit to Thursday, because there's no Warhammer this week. Well, there is, but not the kind that I want to do. So it'll be the week after. Will be that. But yeah, I need to sort out. There's a lot to sort out. But I think a nice chill reading stream on Thursday will be nice. I don't know what time it will be. Probably like 6, 7ish. 6 up. No, I'm not gonna say it. Anyway, I've had my Evie on my lap this whole time. She's very warm. Look how cute you are. Hello. Yeah, I'm tired. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you're all doing good in where you are doing. I will be seeing you soon, I'm sure. Come along to the stream on Thursday. I have, for those of you who are on my Discord, this video will be going onto that. There's a new text channel that you can see all the new videos that I put out and all of the streams. I'm going to be putting all of those every time that I release a video and every time that I stream, just so that you guys can not miss out on anything. If you would like access to my Discord and don't have it already, you should just ask. I want to keep it, I don't want it to be fully public, because I use it a lot for personal stuff. And when I say personal stuff, I mean D&D and things. And I don't want that to meld too much at the moment. But either way, there are certain roles to do. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Hello, I'm really tired. I hope you guys have a good time. Thanks for watching. I will be seeing you soon. Hopefully Thursday. Ta-ta and farewell.